Just coming up, look at this! This is amazing!
Walking to Southampton 10K with the father, conditions looked bright. With the marathon and half marathon already having set off, the 10K entrants were beginning to gather.
We just walked past a lady repeating to herself, 2 park runs, 2 park runs, 2 park runs. Basically just trying to get used to the idea of the distance. It's just a double park run, that's all.
The start still empty, I went to collect my race number.
What's your name?
Morgan.
And what's your first?
Harry. That's where you get the horrible news and go, yes, this was sent to you at this... Oh no, you're going to say that.
It was sent out in batch 1, so I only have batch 3 and 4 here.
Where was that sent to? So complete screw up. I had the number sent to the old address where I used to live about 4 years ago. I've had to pay £10 for an emergency race pack. All still good, just not the original number I would have had.
With a new emergency number pinned to the jog on top, we made our way along the metal fence line and began our 1 mile warm-up in the morning sunlight. Side note here, I've also created an animated map for this video to detail the 10K route.
So Southampton 10K, here we are, 2 years on from 2019, when myself and Steve ran it, and we had that amazing moment trying to get the sub 50.
Last bit there, come on! All the way, Steve!
And we ran 49 minutes and 54 seconds, making it with just 6 seconds to spare.
Fantastic effort!
But this year we decided to run it separately. As for the race plan,
you're going to see how you feel as we come around on the mile warm-up. Ever so slight breeze to keep us cool, but a bit of heat on the back of the neck. So far, it looks pretty good, nice and clear for running Southampton 10K.
We finished the mile, Steve heading off into the throng, and I completed a few more drills.
No major expectations, just run hard, run well, enjoy it, and we'll just see what the time is. Main issue is going to be the Itchen Bridge.
Built in 1977, the bridge is an 800-metre span of concrete that forms a long, unforgiving incline. We would have to cross it twice. The previously empty start was now packed with participants. I picked my way through.
Your dad's up there.
Yeah, why is he? He's put himself really high up.
I moved up to where Steve was standing.
I'd positioned myself, and then I saw you way up ahead of me, and I was like, what's he doing?
With our matching shoes and the runners stretching back as far as one could see, we waited for the starters to begin the 10K. As we were told to walk forwards, I was joined by an old running friend, Jamie Foster.
Here we go. Best of luck, guys.
Steve was in the zone. Even 400-metre runner and Olympian Iwan Thomas was ready to go. Indeed, we were. The countdown began.
3, 2, here we go.
Southampton 10K 2021 had begun. Jamie began to weave his way forward.
I kind of like the banging, Jamie. It's quite motivating. The problem is it's going to go silent in a moment. Can't get me talking the whole way around. Right on.
Welcome to the 10K experience with JOG On. Oh, this is absolutely glorious. Wide open paths, looking on pace, tracking Jamie from Itchen Spitfires. Beautiful conditions.
Passing a man who looked like he made good use of his gym membership, we were soon cutting through the heart of central Southampton.
First kilometre a bit sharp, a 3:48 there. Jamie somewhere in the distance said he was going for 40. At the moment, he's on for well under that. Pub goers watching on thinking, why, oh, why are you doing that? Let's go, Jamie!
Turning into Queen's Park, I thought back to 2 years before as we ticked off 2 kilometres.
2019, there was a band right here. Not today. A little quieter.
I found myself chasing a man who was clearly a fan of the colour blue. Aware of what was fast approaching,
Thank you, Marshall.
I distracted myself with high fives.
Thank you! Don't know who that was. Half marathoners and the marathoners coming down the other side. And now we attack the infamous Itchen Bridge. Painful. Sucks it out of the legs. What was that? Oh my God.
Pushing hard to get up to the highest point of the bridge, I was now level with the First Lady, who at the time I hadn't realised was someone I knew.
Oh my God, it's you! How are you?
But more on that later.
Just surmounting Itchen Bridge. Thank you. 13:04 on the clock. Now we descend the other side. 3.28 kilometres covered. One forgets how bad Itchen Bridge is until running across it again. Strewn water cartons as we come down off Itchen Bridge for the first of 2 times.
First Lady Alice came back at me as my lungs just started to complain.
Band on an articulated lorry. Awesome. Here we go, kind of water. Thank you.
Keep going!
Hey, go on, son. Yeah, what the hell is this? I like the touch of the lack of plastic. I remember last time I was here, I was trying to get the thing open. What the hell? Basically sprayed myself in the face. Oh, a little bit on the neck, a little bit on the legs. Bit wet, it's not sweat, I promise. 4th kilometre 4:03. Slowed up a little bit for the bridge, but that's okay. Just gotta conserve the energy.
The costumes were becoming more interesting.
A man dressed as some form of shed or house. Power up.
The lead runner came cruising by.
Lovely running. Well done. Keep it up.
We hit the turning point in Woolston
Thank you.
and moved past the 5-kilometre sign, marking halfway. Olympian Iwan Thomas flashed by, and in hot pursuit,
Go on, Steve.
Steve himself.
Let's go, Dad. Beautiful.
Steve would later tell me a story about what happened next with Iwan.
I followed him the whole of the first 6K. I patted him on the shoulder, said,
10K is coming down to sweep through the Woolston area. 22 minutes on the watch. It's going to 5.5 kilometres. And we attack Itchen Bridge for the second time. Here we go.
Trying to cool the muscles, I came past the band on the lorry before attacking the dreaded Itchen Bridge for the second time.
Well done. Congratulating a man dressed as a house or a shed, I'm not sure.
The legs were burning.
Well done. Well done, Itchen.
Could he be Jog On crew?
Really thought that was a jog on top then.
Alas, it wasn't.
No, everything's being, well done, Sarah. Everything's being sucked out of the lungs and the legs on this bridge. That man was tired, he grabbed a bike. Try and let the legs flow now. Relax the shoulders. Loose running. Those 10K flags make it look like it is the finish line.
Have you ever seen a man look more horrified at being spoken to mid-race?
Approaching St Mary's Stadium put us at just about 7.5 kilometres.
It was at this moment, panting over the tarmac past the loneliness of the stadium, that it hit me how tired I really was.
That's it, I'm afraid, folks. The legs are no longer firing, but it's been a good lesson. So let's just see what we can do now. It's hot, a bit lonesome, very quiet. 4:07. It doesn't feel excellent. 8.8K.
I emerged at 9 kilometres.
Go on, Harry. Last push, less than a K to go. Well done. Well done, good job.
Final kilometre. Trying to get some speed. The legs aren't firing, but we're going to try. We don't quit. Thank you.
The final stretch.
Joining the other route now. 9.73 kilometres. That will bring us in to complete the whole of the Southampton 10-kilometre route.
Overtaking a Hamwick Harrier, I spotted a Jog On podcast guest, Gil, supporting the race.
Hey, Gil. How you doing, man? Okay, cheers, man. Thank you. 10 kilometres coming up.
The noise grew into the home straight.
Well done, Harry. All the way. Well done.
Look at the banging. 10 kilometres coming up. Look at
The 10K was done.
Whoa. 41, 42. It's low 40s. Just died after 5K. Couldn't keep it up. Thank you very much. I hurt. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. You're in this one now.
And then, approaching the square and First Lady, I joked,
Second lady? No. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Well done, well done. Oh my God, it's you. How are you? I didn't realize the whole time you were running past. I didn't know it was you.
Do you know what? I didn't think about you.
First Lady Alice had been a guest on the Jog On podcast, but to cut a long story short, it never recorded properly. Those were the days.
I'll try and see if we can catch Steve. Oh my gosh, look at all this. Square medal, one water. Thank you very much. I might be a small, you never know. I'm not.
In case you missed it, that was a noise of "You Wish" from the marshal.
It's like picking out from the Jog On tops.
are these free?
Yeah. You just pick your size, basically. Cheers, man.
You in sight, but I couldn't.
Thank you. Hello, found me quickly.
But where was Steve, and would he beat his time from 2019?
Trying to jog back, see if we can catch Steve coming in over the finish line. Getting busy up here, but we might make it. There he is! I've got him! Steve Morgan! Sorry, it's good behind you. God, Steve! Look at that! He's done it! Oh, yes! Beautiful! Steve! What was your time? 48:47. Oh, beautiful running!
He'd run superbly.
That's nice.
It's square. There he is. You got to be happy.
Not bad. Yeah. Bound to be on the V16. Bound to be. I might as well over there.
And to be honest, in the 10K, you might well be, you know. You might well be.
We later found out that Steve, at the age of 64, had in fact come first in his age category of V60. He inquired how it went.
41:42. That's all right. Itchen Bridge. Do you know what? I was warning you about Itchen Bridge so much, I almost forgot about myself.
I said hello to a few people I recognised.
You're right. How you doing?
Paddy, who had some of the worst nipple bleed I've ever seen, and Gil. Steve took a photo, and as more runners flooded in to complete their 10Ks, halves and full marathons, I summarised the morning.
Steve just updating the press on his time. That was Southampton 10K, Itchen Bridge, absolute killer. Took it out of my legs. Really happy to be back with the old man. I'm Harry Morgan, that's Steve, and this is Jog On.
Don't shoot this.
Obviously, we saw Iwan Thomas at the start line.
Yeah, that famous Olympian.
Yeah, you ended up running with him.
I heard him say he was going to be running 45, 46 minute pace.
Yeah,
So I thought, that's a bit quick for me, but I'll just follow him and see how we get on.
yeah,
I followed him the whole of the first 6K
yeah.
onto Itchen Bridge.
Wow.
And I took him to the top of Itchen Bridge. And I patted him on the shoulder and said, keep going, Ewan. And I dashed off into the distance. True.